Hey, podcaster. Well, today we ask the question, what do you do for work culture? You know, if your workplace makes you participate in certain days or activities. Plus, Liam did, look, a very, very, very good skit again today. He is on an absolute hot streak at this point.
Stop it!
Plus, we did a very special edition of Currency Quiz. You'll see why. And the impossible phoner was bank robberies. Oh, my goodness. Enjoy.
Previously on Ben, Liam and Belle.
What don't your kids know about you?
I used to work in a strip club.
Do you think you'll tell them eventually?
He's in the car with me now and was like, "Why are you calling?"
Oh, my God!
Embarrassing.
With his mates as well, too.
Oh, good. Okay.
And now, live across Australia, this is Ben, Liam and Belle.
Riley, how are you feeling?
I don't really mind.
Yeah, good idea, mate.
Good evening, Australia. Jumping straight into it as we always do. 13 24 10. What does your workplace do for the culture? Because there's this video gone viral and it's hard to watch. I thought, it's a funny joke. They're pretending. And then the more I watched it, the more I realized, no, this is a serious video of, I believe it's a real estate agency. It looks like it's something that the boss is trying to do to rally the troops, to try and get everyone excited for the day ahead. He's playing a song. He's doing some cringe dancing. The other employees look like they're dancing because they don't want to get fired. It's a hard watch. This is the audio of it. Check it out.
Hey, guys! Yeah! Yeah! That's it. Come on, energy! Up! Let's go! It sounds like a bad Zumba class, but that is, that's in the office. That's not great. Imagine
No.
that. Troy, your boss is like, come on! More energy! We're going to sell some houses this week. Let's go!
And honestly, the dancing is like, don't fire me. I'm
Yeah.
gonna dance.
They
sir."
do look very sad in their little desks.
And we're very lucky working here at Nova. Like, we have great culture here, I think, and we do a lot of fantastic days.
Well, it's good. They've lifted their game. No, but we're doing actually a whole station doing like a wine tour tomorrow. So that's really good. A few years back, I don't know what they were thinking. They had, remember those? For some reason, they had people dressed as Paw Patrol characters come in and do like a stomp the yard sort of dance for us. Because like that,
I think that was a partnership.
It was a Channel 10 partnership, but the email all the staff got were, we have a surprise at the start.
and it was
of the
like
staff
we were
meeting.
all thinking we were going to be getting like a bonus or something. Or like there was a bit of chatter around some exciting things happening. And then, these grown men in dog suits started dancing for us. And it was a long performance. It was like 20 minutes. I think everyone was looking at each other like, we've got stuff to do. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't there because I have a very big fear of people in mascot costumes. And those lift doors opened, those people in Paw Patrol came out, and I was out the door.
13 24 10 is our number. What does your workplace do for the culture? Isabel in Melbourne, what do they do?
We play Just Dance, but on YouTube. So we all watch the YouTube and do Just Dance.
Is that like SingStar, but like for dancing?
Yeah. It used to be really popular on the Wii, I think. I think they've got another thing
So
now.
you'd like step left,
Is
step
there
left,
like a
right,
song
back,
that you
forward.
have to do, or the boss's favourite song or something?
Yeah, so we did Rasputin dance once.
Rah, rah. That's fun. Boney M. So like, what do you do?
You just copy the...
Oh, no. I know. I understand Just Dance, but I mean, what do you do for a crust, like, for a job?
In the corporate field. So we're all in corporate clothing doing these dances.
I love you, like, I work for the Prime Minister. Yeah.
Isabel, I'm going to give you a pack of Coco Loco. It's alcoholic sparkling coconut water, only available at Dan Murphy's online for being our first caller.
Thank you, thanks.
D in Sydney. What does your work do for culture? You're in a bank.
Yeah, well, we have a list of values at the bank, and every morning we stand around and we talk about how we incorporate these values in our own life, and I know that we all lie when we talk about that.
Yeah.
Every morning, D. Every single
Is
morning.
the main value to rip as much money from the Australian public as possible?
No,
The damned RBA brought it down, but we're going to keep it up just a smidge higher for a bit longer.
Dee, thank you very much. Sam joins us now. You work in daycare. What does your work do for the culture?
Yeah, so on a Friday, everyone's, we're all a bit worn out. So on Fridays, we have Freddo Friday, so we all get given a Freddo frog.
Okay, well, that's good. I'm glad you don't have, Friday knockoff drinks or something.
Look, you're doing 40-plus hours. You've got 10 kids to one worker. You're overworked.
You got kid vomit all over you, whatever.
Here's a Freddo frog.
Yeah, a packet? No, we buy the packet and we split them up because there's 20 of you and there's 20 in the packet.
That's a slap in the face.
It is a bit. Freddo Friday. Freddo Friday's not great, is
Freddo
it?
Friday is certainly hard to beat. 13 24 10 is our number. Carly in Melbourne, what does your workplace do for the culture? You work in insurance.
Yeah, once a month we have drinks on a Friday and we play Pictionary.
Oh, you know what, Carly? I love Pictionary.
I don't hate it. I don't
Me
actually
too.
hate it.
I introduced it and I'm a really bad drawer.
Oh, look, I think it's fun, A, with friends, and B, maybe when it's not the end of the week and you just want to go home, because sometimes it can stretch out to 2 hours. And if you're sitting there I really just want to go home, then maybe not. 13 24 10. Aman in Melbourne, you work in sales. What does your workplace do for culture?
So what we do for culture is we take all of our team to the rage room. And it works out like this. You get a sledgehammer, and you get to break big things, but it gets interesting. Winner gets to choose the target of the loser.
What do you mean by that?
So, in a sales, you have a budget. You have to meet your budget target. If you don't meet budget target, you don't get paid. 100%. So winner gets to choose the target of the loser.
Oh, so you get to choose the person's KPI?
Yeah. This is like real gladiator type stuff.
That's toxic.
Where is the rage room located?
Oh, there are plenty over here. There are a couple in Mulgrave.
That sounds like you're working at Wolf of Wall Street. That's the kind of vibe.
Yeah. We're not leaving.
Can I ask, Aman, sales, what are you selling? Can you tell us?
I think you want to keep this discussion NSFW.
Okay. NSFW, not safe for work.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so intrigued.
You hold there, because we're going to ask you later and put it in the podcast.
Absolutely. We will record what that is off air.
What
put it in
are
the
they
podcast.
selling?
I need to know.
Rage rooms and selling something they can't. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
All
I mean,
right.
it's a wild call. And look, I think we're going to get another one because we have an anonymous call here from Melbourne. You work in a primary school. What are you doing for culture?
We actually love to, obviously, on a Monday, Tuesday morning, get our routine going for the kids to practice at Friday's assembly. And the worst song, please, no more, Pink Pony. Why does the pony have to be pink? The kids constantly ask for the pink pony for the teachers to learn new routines every week to the same song.
Oh, so you're sick of Pink Pony Club?
Yes. I would be going with Filthy Rich to encourage kids that it isn't all about money. There's other ways to be rich.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
an
That's
interesting
fair
one.
enough.
Yeah.
It is unfortunate that the next song we're going to play is Pink Pony Club.
Yeah. But that's okay because we're fans of Chapel Roan here at Nova.
The Ben, Liam and Bell podcast.
I saw this great post today from New South Wales Road Safety. They said, hey, a reminder to any L and P platers who love a tune. You can't play music on demand from your phone while driving, but the radio still exists. And I thought, that's nice. And it's good to educate people under 20 that we are here. Yes, we
Still here.
Rock up. We're live for 2 hours every day. Then Smallsy's live after this, and we roll right through, and we come back, and we do it all again the next day. And I thought, wow, a great initiative we can all get behind. So I've created this infomercial to explain our medium to teenagers.
Hello there, teenager. My name is Liam, and I'm from radio.
Is that in Brisbane?
No, but that's okay. You're young and have lots of questions. What am I going to do with my life? Why do I have so much acne? Will Chloe Mackenzie come to the formal with me? And most importantly, what is radio? Well, over the next minute 20, I'm going to answer one of those things for you. The answer is no. Chloe likes Zane Mitchell. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to explain what radio is. Missing Spotify? Don't worry, radio also has music. You'll hear all the latest bops and throwback jams from all your favorite artists. It's like having your own personal DJ.
Wow, so like I can pick the beats I want to hear?
No, absolutely not. In radio, we choose the songs. But don't worry, we now have over 15 to choose from. Radio is just like your favorite podcast, except we don't waffle on for hours on end. We talk for 2 to 3 minutes in between ads.
Yeah, right, so I can like pause if I'm doing something or just like fast forward bits I'm not into?
No, kid, this isn't Foxtel IQ, it's radio.
What's Foxtel IQ?
Jesus, okay, let's change tact. Radio is just like TikTok with your eyes closed and without the Chinese government spying on you.
Oh, no cap, that actually sounds bussin', respectfully.
That's it, kid. Now tell your friends. And remember, radio isn't old school. It's timeless because it's always there, like a stalker. Turn your radio on now. You'll find it located next to the air conditioner in your car.
If you put on our podcast as you go to sleep, this one's for you.
If you've never heard before, we do a little thing called the Impossible Phoner.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to call us on 13-24-10 for...
Have you been a part of a bank robbery? 13-24-10 if you were in a crack squad, like in that film The Italian Job, or if you were in a crack squad like in that film The Bank Job, or if you're in a crack squad like in that film Den of Thieves.
Or if you're in a quack squad like that movie.
You said
Ocean's-
quack, guys, you said quack. We don't want ducks. We don't want a group of ducks.
Or
Well,
if you're in a crack squad like that movie Batman Dark Knight. Did you say that one right?
Yep. No, yeah, I wouldn't say a heist movie, but there is a heist at the start of that film, so that's okay. That's acceptable.
Ocean's 12.
Ocean's 11. Wrath of Man.
Mm-hmm.
What else you got?
The Bonnie and Clyde
The Town.
film clip.
The Town's a good one with Ben Affleck.
Dude, classic. All, you know, we're just mentioning bank heist movies now. But look, if you've been, I mean, ideally, you robbed a bank. But maybe if you were just, you know, you were the getaway driver. I mean, you could have been maybe working in the bank. I don't know how often it happens these days. It feels like something that just happens in the movies. Like, you don't put the news on and it's not like, yeah, someone's robbed a bank today. It's like a bit ye olde, isn't it?
Well, now it's hacking. That's the
true.
modern equivalent.
Did you see the modern day hacking that happened this week? It's a robbery. There was $1.5 billion of crypto stolen. They were hackers. They hacked into an exchange, which is where you buy and sell your crypto. They stole $1.5 billion
That's a
of
bank
crypto.
robbery.
Yeah.
That's a bank robbery.
Yeah, but it's not a good movie, is it? You know what I mean? Like, they're like a bunch of nerds just sort of like sitting around drinking Mountain Dew,
Right,
stealing
so
money on their computers.
We
you
want
know?
like if you were like 1980s like bank robbery.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, 13-24-10 is our number. This is the Impossible Phoner, so it's going to be hard. But if you were involved in a bank robbery, give us a buzz.
Couple of calls here, which is very exciting. Cam in Melbourne, you witnessed a bank robbery?
Well, technically, no. I worked in a bank and it was held up, but I was in the lunchroom and the bank got held up. So not technically, but I was there.
Oh, Cam, I can't accept it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Can't accept it. You've got to be there when the robbery happens.
So you were just having lunch or something like that?
Yeah, so having lunch and obviously someone hit the silent alarm and the little red light started flashing. Don't leave the room. So I didn't leave the room.
Yeah. So you just finish your meatball sub. So yeah, I mean, it's like it's obviously it's almost really cool, but yeah, I think Ben's right. I don't know if we can accept
This is the Impossible Phoner. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be hard. Let's go to Alan, who joins us now. Have you been a part of a bank robbery?
Yeah, I was going into a bank in New York, and I opened the door, and I saw this guy come running out. And I didn't pay too much attention, And just as he was passing, he pulled off his balaclava, and I walked in the bank, and they told me, "Did you see him?" I said, "Yeah, I saw him really quick. Why?" And they said, "He just held up the bank."
Well, I mean, to be fair, the balaclava probably should have given that away, Alan. Like, I don't think he was just, back from a skiing trip making a quick deposit.
Now, this is the impossible phoner, not to be nitpicky, but if Alan wasn't in the bank, are we going to count that
Oh my
as
gosh.
witnessing a bank robbery?
Man.
I don't know. Yeah.
Alan, thank you for your call.
Thank you for your
I
call,
would
Alan.
like to count it. I think it is on the right track. Absolutely, Alan.
I'm not going to count it, Alan, but I really appreciate the call. And I am excited, though, because we have got another call from Anon who joins us now. Have you been a part of a bank robbery?
Yes, I was in a bank robbery.
Whoa.
Oh, my God. Hang on. So you were doing the robbing or you were getting robbed?
Yeah, no, I wasn't doing the robbing. I was getting robbed.
What happened, Anon?
A guy just walked in and went up to the tellers and said, "Give me your money," pretty much. He had a gun. He had robbed other banks up in Queensland, so he knew the MO down here. And, just sort of walked in and went, "Give me your money." Came into my office because I was at the front and said, "You better sit down if you want to go effing home tonight." And I was like, "What are you doing? People don't rob banks anymore." it was just weird, surreal.
Yeah, I mean, Anon, thank you for your call. I must admit, I'm second guessing this one now because in my head it was like, it's like a crack squad and people like fly in and they cut a hole through the safe and then they get out before the silent alarm goes off. But in reality, it's a man in Queensland waving a gun around in your face and threatening you. And that must have been a pretty horrible experience.
Yeah, it was weird because I had worked in banks for a long time and I've had a few sort of different incidences, but never anything like that. And it was just sort of more like, "What are you doing, mate? People don't do this."
When was this?
It was about 10 years ago.
Right, okay. And then so how did you all get out of it?
He left. He just ran off.
Can I ask, Anon, how much money did they get away with, if any? And did they have a motorbike helmet on, a balaclava? Were they hiding their face? Maybe a president mask?
Baseball hat. That was pretty much it.
I mean, that guy needs to do his research. Ben just named about 6 great ones. You could also go the clown mask and reverse the school bus in like the Dark Knight.
He got in and out and he got money. How much did he get?
It wasn't a lot. I think his comment was actually, "Is that it?"
Yeah, bro, we're all digital
This
now.
guy doesn't sound like he's in the film Heat, does he?
And obviously this isn't what happened, but I love the way you retell the story where you're so matter of fact, where you're like, "Mate, what are you doing? No one robs banks these days." It sounded like you grabbed the pistol and put it to your head and went, "Mate, you're not going to do it. Get out of here. We got no money. You're a coward."
It's all electronic these days. You know that. I know that. So what are we really doing here, punk?
You're listening to Len, BM and Lel. Oi, stop gooning. The next bit's about to start.
The currency quiz!
Yeah, it's the currency quiz. Chris in Melbourne, have you heard this before?
I have.
Oh, wonderful. Well, 3 questions in front of you. If you can get them all right, you win some cash. In which currency, we don't know yet. But I tell you what, my friend, you have picked the right night to call because we are doing a very special edition, a crypto edition, okay? So we'll find out later. It could be Doge, it could be Bitcoin, Ethereum, Hoktua coin. We'll find out. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, the suspicious device that shut down Main Beach in the Gold Coast after it washed up has been identified as an Australian Defence Force torpedo. Can you spell torpedo?
TORPEDO.
He's done it. Very well done. A jar of Vegemite is set to be launched into space in Australia's first attempt at sending a rocket into orbit. I'm glad we've found, some people have done dogs, humans, we're doing Vegemite. And aside from toast, what else can you have Vegemite on?
Bread.
Yes. Well, actually...
Yeah, 'cause it's not toast
I mean,
together in a
it's
sandwich.
It's in the same family. I
Chris,
mean, it's...
Can I push you for another answer on that one?
Crackers.
Yeah, we'll take crackers, mate. We'll take that to the bank. Okay, last one here. Tomorrow on the show, we have Nick Pope, who is one of the most well-known figures in the world of UFO investigation. He works for the Ministry of Defence over in the UK. What does UFO stand for?
Unidentified flying object.
He's done it! Let's go, Chris! You've won some crypto! You've won some crypto, man! How you feeling?
Oh, stoked, mate.
Oh, wow. All righty.
Jeez.
All right, we better spin the wheel and find out what it's in. Could it be XRP? Could it be Ethereum? 4.1 million if it's Bitcoin.
Whoa!
Whoa! You have won 30 Millennia meme coins.
Oh, nice.
Very good. How much is that, though,
We
Lee?
can convert that if you'd like. Ooh, it's been a rough week for Millennia coin. That is $41.80 Australian.
Oh, happy days.
Oh, that's good, though, because if you hodl, if you've got diamond hands, baby, to the moon, those
Yeah.
bags are going to be worth bulk.
You got diamond hands, Chris?
I'm really happy with my Millennia coin.
Oh!
I like a man who can do a Donald. Very nice, very good. It's a great impression. A lot of people are saying it.
After Bafta, it's the Ben Liam and Bell podcast.
13 24 10. Give us a buzz. What can't you forgive your sibling for doing, whether it was now or back in your childhood? We want to hear it. You guys are probably aware that Hamish and Andy, Radio Gods, have opened up an Aussie pub over in New York. Such a great idea. So they had their big launch for the pub over the weekend over there. My older brother actually lives over in New York at the moment. Turns out he lives like around the corner from this pub.
Oh, you would have been furious. Did he go?
Yes, he went to the opening night.
Because if you guys don't know this, Belle used to run the Hamish and Andy fan page.
Well, it's the reason I got into radio. I used to run home and listen to them every day.
Fan girl.
You know what? I'm not ashamed. Yes, I was a big fangirl.
Well, yeah, I mean, you did call them gods 30 seconds ago, so.
Would you not?
Yeah. I mean, everyone loves Hamish and Andy, of course, yeah.
So, well, yeah, he got to go to the opening night. So, of course, he texted me and he was like, hey, I'm going to the pub opening and Hamish and Andy are both going to be there. So he was like, do you want me to give you like running commentary of what's happening? And I was like, oh my gosh, yes. And this was happening on Sunday, our time, Saturday night, New York time. So he was texting me and he's like, okay, I'm in. All right, I'm just going to get beers. Oh my gosh, everyone's swarming. Hamish and Andy's just full of Aussies. And I was like, oh, well, make sure like, if you see them, just say hi. And like, that's all. Like, don't take too much of their time. Like, they're busy, special boys. And he replied like half an hour later, he goes, okay, I spoke to Hamish. And I was like, oh my gosh, what happened? What did you say? And he goes, oh. So I went up to him and I said, hi, Hamish, I'm Belle Jackson's brother. And apparently, so I was like, please don't say anything. Well, he goes, oh, you're Belle's brother. You must have grown up with us and her shrine all around you in your childhood. To which my brother's like, yeah, grew up with you like completely just everywhere. She wouldn't shut up. I'm mortified because I'm like, well, why would you even say that, you grew up around me? He knows about my love.
Well, this is the thing, yeah. A bit of context. Belle literally had her whole room decked out in Hamish and Andy Gap. She made a custom shelf and bench. She had scrapbooks. And
you got like 2 years ago, you got Andy to go into my bedroom. And there's a video online. You can look it up. There's Andy in my childhood bedroom looking through all my stuff.
And yeah, you could tell he thought it was a bit that we'd set up, and we couldn't stress enough. No, this is actually her childhood room, like untouched. Like this is all her.
So
her
now my
thing.
brother's gone up and been like, yeah, ha ha ha, so funny. They've had a laugh about it. He's been like, yeah, isn't she a psycho? Hilarious. And then had continued to have like 3 beers with them sitting at this pub on the other side of the world, and I'm like sitting there
What's
like,
worse, the fact that these guys that you grew up like idolizing, like, is it cool that they know who you are, or is it just the worst thing ever because they're probably like, oh yeah, the weird girl, the one with the shrine girl.
yeah, exactly. Because you see, this is the thing.
I'm sure the word freak would get thrown around.
It should have been.
I wonder if he texts and go, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, Ando, like, I meant the Freak Girls brother earlier. You know, the Shrine one. Yeah.
No,
We did
probably
that
went,
video that
Andy,
time.
come over here. This is the Freak Girl's sister, brother. No, but it should have been, oh, yeah, Belle, who's in radio now. Good for her. No, first words are, oh, yeah, the Freak Girl who has the Shrine of you.
The Ben, Liam and Bell podcast. It's very nice. I can't even... I think I'll leave the impressions to Liam.
Well, that's the end of the podcast. Almost. You might remember earlier we were speaking to that guy, Aman, who was talking about the rage room, and we're asking, what people did in their workplace for culture. And he said it's not suitable for work, what he sells, NSFW. And we're like, whoa. Obviously, it's not suitable for the Australian Broadcasting license.
Corporation, the ABC.
It's not suitable for the ABC, not suitable for the laws.
Australian commercial radio laws.
Yeah, I should sound like I know what the laws are more, shouldn't I? I haven't read the handbook in a while. But the good thing is, this is a bit like pirate radio now because we're just in a safe space, we're in the podcast, and Aman's been kind enough to stick around. So, Aman, now that you're just in the podcast as an exclusive, can you tell us what you sell?
So, mate, actually, I would say that rather than, it's a way too much suitable for the work. It's a really, really geeky and a boring stuff. I sell the networking equipment and solutions for the optical fiber transmission.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be big shipments of drugs or something, the way you made it sound.
I thought it was going to be adult toys.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I wish it was pharmaceuticals. That could have given more money.
Well, look, I'm glad you stuck around, and thank you for the pod exclusive.
Thanks, Aman. You have a great night, mate.
Cheers, bye.
See ya.
And that's it.
Like that podcast? There's heaps more to listen to if you just scroll back or download the Nova Player app.
Ben, Liam, and Bell.